Entrepreneurship. It's a buzzword that's often painted as the ultimate way to freedom and success. But is it really that simple? We hear success stories of people who went from zero to millions, but what you don't often hear are the struggles and challenges behind the scenes, the late nights, the endless hustle, the sacrifices that nobody talks about. Look, I'm all about the hustle, but I also believe in keeping it real. Today we're going to break down the 3 most misguided reasons to pursue entrepreneurship and help you figure out if this is really the right path for you. Because let me tell you, if you're coming into this with the wrong expectations, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. What are the real reasons to pursue entrepreneurship, and which reasons should you avoid? Let's dive in. Chasing quick riches, the long game of entrepreneurial success. Let's be real, a lot of people see entrepreneurship as a quick ticket to wealth. They picture themselves living the high life, driving fancy cars and traveling the world, all thanks to their business. They see the Lambos, the mansions, the private jets, and they think, that's it, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. But here's the reality check. Most successful entrepreneurs don't get rich overnight. In fact, the vast majority of businesses take years to become profitable. It's about long-term commitment, not fast results. It's about grinding it out day after day, month after month, year after year. Look, I'm all about ambition and dreaming big. But if your only motivation for becoming an entrepreneur is to get rich quick, you're setting yourself up for failure. Real wealth in entrepreneurship is built on a foundation of hard work, dedication, and a deep understanding of your market. It's about creating real value for your customers, solving real problems, and building something that lasts. It's about the journey, not just the destination. So if you're serious about entrepreneurship, be prepared to put in the time, the effort, and the patience required to succeed. Don't chase the quick buck. Chase the long game. Let's talk about another big misconception. Many people turn to entrepreneurship to escape the 9-to-5 grind, thinking they'll find freedom and flexibility. They dream of setting their own hours, working from anywhere, and answering to no one. But here's the kicker. Being an entrepreneur doesn't mean less work. It often means more work. Listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Your job doesn't end when the clock hits 5 p.m. You're responsible for every aspect of your business, from finances to customer relations to marketing. You're constantly thinking about your customers, your products, your competition. You're always on the lookout for new opportunities, new ways to grow, new ways to innovate. Sure, you can set your own hours, but that often means working late nights and weekends, especially in the beginning. It means sacrificing holidays, missing out on social events, and putting in the hours when everyone else is relaxing. But here's the thing. When you're truly passionate about what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like a mission, a calling, a way of life. You're not just building a business, you're building a legacy. So, if you're thinking of becoming an entrepreneur to escape the grind, think again. It's not about working less. It's about working smarter, harder, and with more purpose. It's about being willing to put in the time and effort required to make your dreams a reality. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Be your own boss. The freedom to make your own decisions, set your own hours. Sounds like the dream, right? But let me tell you something, entrepreneurship is not about complete control. It's about leadership, collaboration, and empowering others. In fact, most successful entrepreneurs I know, and I know a lot of them, have strong teams that help drive the vision forward. You see, when you're building a business, you're not a lone wolf. You're part of a pack. You need to be able to trust the people around you, delegate tasks, and listen to different perspectives. You're not just calling the shots, you're guiding a collective effort towards success. And that means being open to feedback, being willing to compromise, and understanding that you don't have all the answers. Look, I'm all about having a strong vision and being decisive, but real control in entrepreneurship comes from building a team that's aligned with your goals and empowering them to do their best work. It's about creating a culture of trust, respect, and collaboration. If you're coming into entrepreneurship thinking you'll have absolute control over everything, think again. It's about influence, not dictatorship. It's about building something bigger than yourself, and that requires letting go of the need to micromanage every little detail. So, ask yourself, are you ready to be a leader, to build a team, and to trust the people around you? Or are you just chasing the illusion of control? So, what's the bottom line? Entrepreneurship isn't for the faint of heart. It's not about quick riches, escaping your 9-to-5, or controlling everything. It's about hard work, persistence, and building something meaningful with a team you trust. The most successful entrepreneurs are driven by purpose, passion, and a desire to solve real-world problems. You have to be obsessed with your customers, relentless in your pursuit of excellence, and willing to adapt and evolve as the market changes. It's about embracing the unknown, taking calculated risks, and learning from your failures. Entrepreneurship is about creating value, solving problems, and leading with vision. If you're ready for the ride, It can be the most rewarding journey you'll ever take. But remember, it's not for the faint of heart. So, ask yourself, are you ready to embrace the challenges and rewards that come with entrepreneurship? Or are you chasing an illusion?